Hello, it's Steve from the workshop, and tonight I was working on my wife's Cadillac XT5 and just finished things up. And I'm not gonna get into the how-tos of how to replace a battery or a thermostat in this case, but I just want to get into the diagnostics as to what was going on with this thing and how it was corrected. So I had two faults going on. The first thing was I had a P0128. Now I didn't know that until I downloaded the code, obviously. But the symptom was the power assist, the power steering, lane keep, I guess, was keeping on giving messages every now and then. And apparently, if the coolant temperature doesn't come up to the right temperature, then it doesn't allow the power assist to work, or the lane keep, or whatever they call it. So it kept on giving that message, it would ding dong all the time, and my wife was like, "What's wrong with this thing?" So I had to replace the thermostat. And if you're looking for it, and also the temperature sensor, which is right next to it. And if you're looking for it, it's underneath the air plenum. And there's this, I looked at a couple different guys that took it apart and did a really good job with their videos, so I won't get into that. They did a better job than I could, I think. But as far as the P0128 code, that was actually messing with the power assist. And sure enough, put in the thermostat and the temperature sensor, and that problem is gone. Okay, great. The second thing that was going on is some of the modules. This has 38 modules or computers that control different things. And I went through and I looked at them. They had all these low voltage this, low voltage that. And the symptoms, you'd see like the radio would just cut off. It just disappeared. The whole panel would be gone. I was like, what in the world's going on with this thing? So again, downloaded the codes and it said low voltage this, low voltage that. And these computers need good voltage. So this also has a function where you come up to a stop sign, this engine shuts off, then it restarts. And when it restarts, the voltage was dropping down to like 10 volts. And anyways, that's too low, apparently, for these computers to run. So it was turning things off, and that was the other thing. So it needed a new battery. Now, to the credit, this thing, I think, may have had the original battery that it came with. This is a 2017 car, so this is a really old battery. And we bought it, and it hasn't been replaced since we've had it. We've bought it with 40,000 miles. It now has 60 or 100,000 miles, so we put on 60,000 miles on it. And yeah, we got it like 5 years ago. So that's an extremely, even if they replaced it right before we got it, which I don't think they did. I think it was the original battery. That's one of those AGM batteries. Lasted a long time. And it was still working. It was still starting the car. It's just the voltage drop was too much for the computers to work. And normally with a lead acid battery, I mean, the way you figure that out, you go out, try to start the car, and the car doesn't start. It's like, this thing was still starting, but the voltage is just very low. So I made sure that I bought the same AC Delco battery, AGM battery, and it had a little bit more amps to it. But pretty much the same battery. I don't want to screw that one up, because that was a very, very good battery to last that long. But just to let you know, the way you'll figure out if the battery's going out in these is the voltage will drop down too low, and you'll start losing some of these modules. And you can run the codes on them, or you could just figure out, hey, there's an old battery, my radio doesn't work, and it occasionally cuts out and cuts back on again. It's probably your battery is getting old. Anyways, I hope this helps, and we will talk to you later. Bye-bye.